Hello, people.
What's up,
We're
everyone?
in.
Another
We're
day.
here for another session. Hopefully, today will be a little bit more interesting than yesterday. Yesterday, lucky I got out of that short that I was getting on
Yeah,
EU.
it went up. Took it
Yeah,
out.
it did, didn't it? It would have taken me out my stop loss. My stop loss was originally there, so it was lucky just to get out. And to be honest, we're actually kind of ranging. Look at that. So we are ranging. How you doing anyway, mate?
I'm very well, yeah. I'm much more chilled out on the charts. Managed to get out of on live accounts and on funding them all out. So I'm just
Yeah,
on challenges now.
yeah.
Apart from EU, but the GU trades I've been holding for over a month. That's what's kept me on edge to a certain extent, you could say.
Mm.
But I'm feeling good about them now. They're out.
Yeah, so before I came on here, I just told, because we put in the Discord, you put in there earlier, just talking about holding on to faith or whatever you want to call it, and just keeping on, just actually executing and stuff like that. Do you want to
Yeah,
just talk a little bit about that? Because
yeah.
that's very interesting and also very important for a lot of people. And while you do that, I'll just post this on all of our
Yeah.
socials and stuff, right?
Let me know if you can see the current thing I've got up. So I can't see on the EV Mux this up.
Yes, I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
see it.
Yeah, what I want to talk about really on here is something that I do. Everyone should do it, is track all their trades. I don't take many trades, which is going to make it easier to track. But what I do is that, especially from when I've tested my strategy, I've realized, and to go into the live market with the mindset of I go in batches of losses and winners. So I do go on very big winning streaks and very big loss streaks. I know as a whole, as long as my winning streaks are bigger than my losing streaks, that's all that matters. But because I'm not taking many trades, I go through months, back to back months of losing. Not many traders can deal with the psychology of that. And I think it does take a certain type of trader to be trained to allow themselves to lose like that. But you can just see this is my year, and this is every trade I've taken this year. I've showed it all on my channel, and I didn't start the year the best. I won a big losing streak, and then had a very, very good February. 10R is extremely good. And then I had back to back losing months there, lost another five in a row. May and June were good. I'm only taking a few losses. The wins are quite big. And it's always a bonus when you get the odd winner that's, 4+R. They really boost the profits. Then I
Mm.
come into the summer and I completely just lost. I
I
just
know
got
how that feels.
yeah, it was difficult. So I had July I caught a winner right at the end, and I felt all right. Mitigation. We haven't lost too much, and then this month here just got killed, and I just at that point it was tough because I obviously come into September on the back of two losses, and I don't really like having losing months above 5R. And I've spoken about this. You look back at my thingy last year, I've got this here as well. 2024, I didn't really have more than like -1, -2 going into this year, big -5. But then off the back of that, now I've closed out the trades in September that I held for ages. Gone had another 7R month. So you can see that the winning months are still all bigger than the losing months. And that's something you've got to realize is that you can have 6 months losing in the market, but as long as you're winning months, you're making more, then you're going to be profitable. Then this month here, we still haven't seen the U play out. So I'll either have for October a 6.5R month or a four and a half, 4. To me, that's good enough. And over the year, if you do this on prop firms with enough capital, you can make a living easily. And that's what
Mm.
my focus has really been. And I've tried to get better at times. And, there's been periods like March and April, I learned a lot. The summer, I also learned a lot. Use them periods to fuel making the good periods better when they come. And you can't really go wrong. And yeah, you've just got to limit the amount of trades you take. You can see there, like between the last 2 months, I've only took 9 trades. But if maybe what 1, 2, 3, if 6 of them have been winners, and you've got a 66% win rate in that period, you don't need to take any more, do you? Really? So that's just proof there of how you can do it. It's
And I
not.
take it like the liquidity and weekly wick, those are just the confluences or those are the setups?
Yeah, they're the setup. Yeah.
Mm.
So my weekly wicks are higher time frames. Liquidities are like higher time frames, but I have a bit further targets. and then my medium time frames are based on daily confirmations. So they're all limits usually that I'm setting, apart from the odd one or two. But I just trade off limits and I set them at the start of the day, and I don't trade longer than, well, I don't need to trade longer than really an hour a week for how much limits I set, and look on the
Yeah.
day, see if it's a confirmation or not. And if it isn't, then you don't really need to do anything till the next day. So this is the way that I've been able to trade and work when I was working, and now transitioned. I still don't have to do any more work necessarily, which gives you more time to do testing if you do want to do that, which a lot of traders obviously don't really have the time to trade a session, work, back test. Takes a lot of time away.
It's quite interesting because now you're coming off the end of that. You're not a little bit bored, you know? You're not bored like at home, and now because you trade once, you sit on here with me like a day on a daily basis. But other than that, you're just chilling, relaxing with limit orders in the market.
It's a weird thing. I've seen traders that are funded and they're getting payouts, and they speak about it as well. It's like you don't feel like you've earned the payouts in some aspects because you're only doing an hour or two a week. But then on the other side, I started trading in 2018. I failed for 5 years. I've put in a lot of hours over the years. You know, I've put in thousands of hours to get to where I am now. So you have earned it. It just doesn't feel right. But that's why next year I want to travel and actually do stuff with my life and not have to worry about being in one place.
That's one of the biggest things for me, I think, is day trading in your front of the computer all the time. It's bloody annoying.
Stressful.
It is, isn't it? And it's like it's you can make a lot of money day trading, and you can have lots of ups and lots of good opportunities. The only problem is you're in front of the computer all the time. And the one thing that I would say that I like about the way that you trade is just for the pure fact it's just a lot slower,
Very
a lot
slow.
more. Okay, let's just turn around, check what's going on, put the limits in. This is where I'm getting in. This is where I'm getting out, and just letting it. But I think that's definitely a skill in itself, because it's not pretty and it's not fast.
It's not fun.
It's not fun.
No.
It's boring as anything. But as you can see, it shows that you've really built up some nice progression on there. To be fair,
Yeah.
Going off that, I do like the look of EU, and I do like. Obviously, you're looking at EU to come down a little bit more.
Yeah. I'm
I
not
like
sure
the
if
look
Sir
of
Jones is
EU.
on about my chart, your chart. I can show you my charts after.
Yeah. So while you do that, I'm gonna look to get into EU on just this, and then you can just pop up your charts. Tell me when.
Should be showing. Don't know if you can see it.
Okay, so there you go. I'm just gonna put in the risk right now because I'm looking to go on EU,
Nice.
and it's disappeared.
Is it not showing?
Gremlins everywhere.
You see it? Nice.
Let's try it again.
I could see it on the YouTube a minute ago, to be fair.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, yeah. Start DXY. I think we've been ranging for about a week. I want to see price come up, but at the minute it's consolidating. Don't really have any analysis on it. I think higher time frame was good to go up, but I want to see candles closing. I spoke about it yesterday, really above this high, because we've had really 4 or 5 taps, and if we're not going to go up, we're going to go down. I think we'll get some pressure with the Fed rate. I think we're probably going to see a 25-point basis cut, which
Pretty
makes
much.
sense. Yeah. EU, I'm still in. I've been in this for a while. Yeah, again, I just don't think we're seeing any decisiveness. We've seen a bit of a pullback. Today was looking good. You've got to look at previous daily low and just look and go, okay, we tried to come past it this morning in London, and we had an issue, and now we're not going down, but we're also not really going up. And I've said this for about the last week or so. We've kind of just had a big range here. We haven't really gone up. We haven't really gone down. And that's what's annoyed me about watching these for the last few weeks, is that when it looks like it's about to go, especially in a certain session for that daily move, it just then reverses and then doesn't do it, which is quite annoying. And then lastly, GU really had a very good couple of months on this, and my final targets are down here. I had this TP hit today, which was a move from start of the month. This trade was obviously hit yesterday, and overall I've made about 10R on these positions. As long as this comes in, be looking really good. That's my overall target for the end of this month, really. Yeah, themselves.
Yeah, do you know what? It looks it, doesn't it?
It looks very good to come down.
It does, doesn't it? That's crazy.
Exactly. So there, that's my analysis there. Nothing crazy. I'm just going to go into the next 2 months and just chill out, drop the risk on the fund, and enjoy the last months. Not with pressure.
Wow, well deserved. So we're kind of ranging on EU. Not too much to go on. Obviously, we've had this weekly level that it's just been finding support. I have got into this position right now. It's, I think we're just going to probably range too much, like range a little bit more until we actually get the news later on today. But we're in a bit of a starter position at the moment. I didn't think it was going to push down like that, but it's coming into a 50 fib. So as long as this actually holds, my stop is here. Pardon me. My stop is underneath this impulsive candle, and we're looking just to target just some of these highs hit right here as well. We've done pretty well during the day to actually, we came down earlier on in the session, took out all of those lows, pushed off, came back to retest the highs prior break, and we're looking to get a little bit of support. But as I can see right now, we're in that kind of little bit of a zone that it really needs to find that support. Otherwise, it looks like it's going to come down and take us out. But let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that middle line. So we've got this area, the prior highs pre-break, and then we got this 50 fib as well. A little bit of consolidation, but this does look all right for the upside. So we're just going to hold on to that position right there. The stop loss going underneath this particular low, and that is it. So we'll have a little bit of a chill and see if we get a hit on this.
Yeah, session-wise, I'm not too sure. Like you say, it could range until we see the Fed rate.
Wouldn't surprise me in the slightest. But then again, like we've had some real big pushes today. Look at gold, really nice push. It was a really, really nice trade. The reason I got into this trade, we took out all of these lows on the daily. You have all of these wicks right here that the daily closed underneath. Daily closed above it, and then when I came into the office this morning, it was just this kind of breaking all of the EMAs, retest onto the EMAs, and just the continuation then to the 4,000 level was just super easy trade. At the moment now, it's coming for a break and a retest. Is this going to actually hold? Nobody knows until it actually happens. If this does hold and we get the news later, then I'm super happy because I've got buying positions all in these little areas here. So I do think gold is going to go up. You've got loads of people on Twitter and stuff saying this is it, and it's going to come back down to these areas of these areas down here. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think that's going to happen at all. But
yeah, they can say all that, but the minute it's at that 4K level, and you got to trade around the 4K level first before you see going all the way down again.
Yeah, and nobody knows what's going to happen. Like structurally, on a daily, it's still bullish. Obviously, we've got this level down here at 38.47, which could be the next support, and I would be adding another position if it gets down to that. But it could easily just start finding, a little bit of support around that 4,000 level and then start trickling up. Who knows? Ooh. But a lot of our traders at the moment, that's what they're trading. Everybody's trading gold.
Everyone's winning gold.
Everybody is deep in gold, and they're winning a lot, man. We've had a one trader take 20%, another trader take another 10%, and an 8% as well. So all of those are on our YouTube if you go and have a look. But some really nice payouts. We're just waiting for Wilski to get the first 200k, and that's gonna be brilliant, mate.
We'll have to do an interview as well at that point.
Oh, 100%. 200k interview. Love it, mate. Can't wait.
Just need EU to drop another, like 80 pips, 90 pips. I think it's like more like 80. It's all
very doable.
Doable, yeah.
Very
got
doable.
a big stop loss. That's the good thing.
Yeah, you're in profits. How much are you in profits now, percentage wise?
I'm in profit. Let me have a quick check. Trade locker. I risked 1.5, so I risked 3k, and I'm up 2 points. So it's not even halfway to TP, if you look at it like that. I'm up about 60 pips, and it's got 100 to go. Yeah, 100 left, which you just don't know when that volume kicks in. If not, I'll still be up on phase 2, just under 1%. So it's not that bad.
Savage. 20 and Abdullah 4 out of 200 million on gold rejects perfectly. I do like myself a 200 EMA. Let's have a look. Yep. Don't forget, if we have a look at this kind of price action as well, you know, it's probably not the best example, but just because it breaks, I don't think, you know, we'll see what it does around this 4,000 level, because this is a big level, and we got big news. Everybody's been anticipating and waiting for this news for quite a while, and the US are still shut down. Like, what is going on?
That's the thing you got to remember as well. Like, we had shut down. We've not really had any news events. We did have CPI last week. It hasn't really moved the market that much going into the rest of this week, especially on like dollar index. So it's going to be anticipating this, I think, today, and we'll move more than probably usually, because it's the only thing that's coming out.
Yep.
So it has more weight.
Imagine if they do like a surprise 50 basis points.
Sneaky.
50 basis points.
They could.
See gold just everything just going crazy. Bye to your position if that happened, bro.
Well, I don't know, because I've heard that sometimes the 50 basis point is actually, more good for the dollar than it would be bad.
Why? Because they think that the economy is so...
I think it's mainly down to the fact the rate cycle will be finished quicker if it's cutting quicker. There's something to do with the difference between a 25 and a 50 that changes the way it's viewed. So you just don't know.
Didn't you learn this in school, bro?
I did.
So you know this.
I do know quite well. It's economics back in school.
Yeah, no, there you go. So you gotta tell us, bro. You gotta bring in the knowledge, mate. Bring in the knowledge. So the 50 basis points normally, or it could potentially.
Yeah, it's not. With fundamentals, it's never like set.
Clean,
that's be how it's taken. That's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, I can hear myself talking in the background. Do you know, the only problem doing content and all of this stuff is when people keep playing it. I can't hear my voice anymore, bro. I just hear it I see my face all over Funding Rock and everything.
You're the face of Funding Rock.
I'm the face. Great. Best not go bust on me now. Joking. Okay. Pretty impulsive little move right there. It's on a 1 minute. So we will see what's going to happen with this. Still coming into that 50 fib, so there's no reason to be closing this. But we haven't really done too much. We're just stuck in a range right now, to be honest. To be fair,
Oh yeah, I do feel for intraday traders when it's moving like this, it's quite tough. But GU on the other hand, the sells were really really good this morning, but they just come out of nowhere and they're still going now. So like,
still going.
it's just looking good to continue down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Look, EG as well, man. So I think it was that, wasn't it Abdullah that had his long trade? I can't remember. Let's have a look. So somebody had a long trade on EG. I love the fact that everybody's posting their charts, man. Makes it makes it interesting. It's good. I can't remember who it was now. That had. Whatever. But those EG longs, look at that.
yeah, help them.
When it goes, it goes, huh? When it goes, it goes. EG is just one of those. It like slumps around all the time, and then eventually it just.
Yeah, once it gets it,
it just gets it.
It's going.
What's everybody else trading now? I don't know. We've got obviously Abdullah. I know you're trading right now. You've got something open because you posted in the community. Just let us know what you're looking at.
Funding rocks.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. Okay, that's one of the team members. It's the designer.
I like it.
You gotta tell him to start doing us some good thumbnails. Got average Gil, is that very average thumbnails you've been making us?
I'm no better at thumbnails.
Oh, don't get me started. Oh my god, it's awful.
I mean, I've paid people to do thumbnails, but I don't know what it is about them. I think they're good. They're cheap and they're good, but when it goes out, I seem to get less views than my usual videos.
When you get somebody else to do them,
yeah. I don't know why it is. Maybe the kind of audience I have been drawn towards certain type of thumbnail. They don't want to see the flashy colours and all that.
I'm trying to have a look. Let me pull it on the screen. You don't mind me pulling it on the screen?
That's all good. Gets the name out there. So it's
there you go.
That Fivers one. I paid for that one. To be fair, that wasn't too bad because, yeah.
Interesting.
Go onto videos, you can see. You're able to see all of them. Most of them are further down. The ones I've paid for, like all of these are mine.
Oh god, we're promoting the wrong film right now. Maybe get off that. Oops. There you go, Wilski's channel for you guys if you want to go in. Okay, I kind of retest that. Ugh. Thing is, this kind of it's very rangy. To be fair, it's very 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 rangy. They're laughing in there because they've just seen us put up the wrong thing. I just look at that and I just constantly think of how bad that the government are doing in the UK.
Yeah, it's ripped down all week so far.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you still got a month to the budget, and it's it's a long way away.
Yeah, I wonder how that's gonna. You can do a lot of damage to a country in 4 years. To be honest, they got. We'll have to see.
It's only just starting.
Yeah, how long they've been? They've only been in a year.
About a year.
No way. Yeah. Feels like an eternity.
It feels a long time.
It feels really long. Oh. Don't you ever think about just moving out though, bro?
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, that's what you. Okay, that's a plan.
Yeah, that's next year.
I thought Vietnam was just for holiday though.
I'm going traveling for a good while, exploring the world. But I'm going to do it slowly. So I'm going to stay in certain places for maybe like a few weeks to a month, and then do that, because that way I can take my time, do it for a few years, and then find a place I actually want to stay, and then just stay there.
Fair.
But I need to get out with everything, because they're putting too many regulations on money and everything.
ID. What was
Taxes,
that? ID, digital ID cards and stuff.
digital ID. You had 3 million people sign petitions against it as well.
That's a lot.
That's a lot for a petition.
That's a lot. But the government going to do anything about it? They're probably not going to. They're probably just going to ignore it. No.
Probably ignore it, and they've got no reason to say they have to listen, do they?
Isn't it over a certain amount of petition that it has to go to Parliament?
It was, yeah. It's not even that many. I think it's 100,000 or something like that, and they're getting 3 millions.
So Lawrence, the digital ID is going to be global though.
They're trying to get it global over time, obviously.
So what? Just one digital ID for
The world's just one country.
one country. Well, if we get to free reign and we can just go into any country that we want, then why not? But look, we've got digital IDs over here, and it's totally fine. It makes life a lot easier. But the difference between many places in the UK at the moment is that the UK, unfortunately, anything on social media or anything, you get the police at your door. Like, there's not really that. There's an element of not having free speech.
That's the problem, isn't it? Is that you've got a lot of people getting away with stuff that you could be put in prison for 5-10 years for. Instead, and it's always been the way with the UK police. They always go for the small wins. They can get someone
Small
for a
wins.
tweet.
Yeah. Those little
very
one-to-ones.
easy thing. Yeah, quick one.
Yeah,
Get them done.
quick 1-to-1, and that's it.
Just for a tweet, and thousands of people. They were doing it for a while. They've stopped doing it now, but thousands of people were arrested. I'm not sure how many were sentenced for just making a tweet or something like that.
Which is redonkulous.
It's not
Crazy.
Really, yeah, just for their opinion.
Just for an opinion. Yeah, that's once a country loses their right of free speech, it kind of is a bit of a slippery slope. If this digital ID was going to be introduced at a different time, I reckon it would have maybe a different reaction. But I think they're getting the reaction now because of the way that things have been going for the last year. UK trying to be like China. I've never been to China. I don't know what's cracking.
They've got a score. So say
not
you
like
get
Black Mirror.
It's literally like Black Mirror.
No
so you
way.
wouldn't be able to get on a flight or a train. You need to do a certain amount, and it's really not good.
That's crazy.
It forces you to do things exactly how they want you to do things. Look at it like that.
I wonder how you would get your score up though, but be like a nice person.
Everyone sees you being nice.
Smile and wave to everybody in the mornings. 1 point. Take your neighbours' dustbins out. Another 1 point.
Who knows where it's going?
Go to the pub. 1 point. In the UK.
Yeah.
Gosh. Don't speak against the government. That's how. Yeah, pretty fair enough.
Yeah, that's the best way.
That's why I think a lot of these emerging countries, Thailand, Indonesia, Albania. Albania is a lovely place, and that's super emerging. That's super getting developed now. Loads of these places, they're just, a lot of people are going to them, and there's a lot of money pouring into them. They're good opportunities there. In all fairness, I think we're going to be ranging. I don't think we're doing anything.
Well, like you even saw, you had that big 1 minute candle that went down, and then it just done nothing.
Done nothing, just come back into this, range. Like obviously we've got the Asian highs just up at this 4 hour level. 4 hour level was actually really, really nice because it didn't break. It didn't actually it didn't break retest. It just failed. Came back, retested it onto the downside, and then completely came back. This whole move from yesterday, super choppy. But if you're on the lower time frames and you're good at catching these little things, then fair enough. I'm not quick enough, to be honest. I haven't got, my eyes are not quick enough to catch those fast moves.
That's why in them kind of areas you need, if you're looking for that buy yesterday on EU, if you had a limit set around that area
On the weekly level,
it's very easy to catch. Whereas if you're waiting for a confirm, it just reversed the move within an hour.
Yeah. It just came straight down, straight back up. You don't really those V type reversals like that. Don't seem. Well, then again, I'm looking at all of these. This Asia getting taken out straight. Asia getting taken out straight up. That's why I'm looking for this as well. It's like Asia getting taken out. Is this going to be straight up? The only difference is here, you're above all of the EMAs, where now you're actually below all of the EMAs. So we don't know. So the first place that you're going to go to is Vietnam.
That's the only thing I plan for. Vietnam for.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Obviously, I've got a couple of friends coming out a few months after I go, and then we're going to start traveling around. So I'm going to just be doing a lot of Southeast Asia, I think, for the first 6 months, maybe even up to the end of the year, and then just enjoy. You see so many other traders out in Southeast Asia, don't you?
Mate, everybody's in Thailand or Bali at the moment.
Yeah, Indonesia or Thailand.
Which is great, man. Thailand's a great place. Indonesia's also a great place, but for like those fitness holidays, man, oh, mate, Thailand, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. And you never felt so good in your life after like a week to a month just training every day.
Training, eating clean, and
something about it, man. Something about it. Training, eating clean, good weather. Actually, though, they're underwater at the moment. I've got friends in Thailand, and they're just totally underwater.
I've heard about I'm not sure, is there a monsoon you've seen in Jamaica as well?
Monsoon in Jamaica?
Yeah, monsoon or something like that. It's bad out there. I'm sure it is Jamaica.
Wow, Hurricane Melissa. Who comes up with these? Who names these storms? Why Melissa?
Someone, and it's always a female name as well.
It is, isn't it? Why not Gary? Like why not? Oh god, that looks gross. That does now. Yeah, why not Hurricane Gary or Bill?
Something simple.
Something simple. This looks pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. Someone's ex. Fair enough. Fair enough. So let's have a little bit of a butchers and just see what's going on with this position. It feels like it's struggling to actually get back above all of those EMAs, to be honest. It looks like it's going to come and take me out. Breaks back below here, then it's coming obviously for that weekly level again. Let's have a quick look. Yeah. Pound also.
Pound looks like it's going to carry on.
Yeah, look at it. It's pretty much, isn't it?
It is hard to try and trade before the rate, especially you just don't know how much manipulation there's going to be.
Yeah, that's why I'm not putting too much risk on. So I took pretty much half the risk.
You
Just
caught
because.
you caught gold earlier as well, didn't you?
Yeah, gold I caught earlier, but that was early. That was during the Asian session. I got in that trade. I was up quite early on, and I got it here, so just around about 6 o'clock. The reason being is actually, let's see which candidate would have been. It was just a reclaim of that EMA. So it was about 6:30 my time. So it was about just probably around about there. It was just a reclaim, and that was the trade, which was really, really nice. It did push up quite a bit more, to be fair. But I'm not gonna push it coming into that 4K level.
Could wake up tomorrow and it could be back at the all-time highs.
You just never know, mate. That's what I love about trading as well. It's just you just never know. It's quite interesting though, because you're not really a reactive trader. You just project, really. No, you would project certain moves, and then you just put in. You're quite a defensive trader.
Yeah, I know the move that I'm looking for, and until it sets up, I just won't trade it. And then usually, even getting out of positions, I've realised with prop firms it's a bit different. But live account, you set the trade, TP or stop loss.
Yeah,
that's it really. And that way, when you're being too discretionary and there's too many variables that your mind can play out, it's like suddenly this doesn't look good, and then you get out before you know it, it's gone back in your direction. That messes my psychology up too much.
Yeah.
Some traders can do it well, but I don't think there's many traders that can be heavily discretionary and pick a move just based on the feeling of the market. Of course, it takes experience to get it, but you do need a good few years in the experience of the market to trade even that way, I think. But when you're trading just two currency pairs, well, three currency pairs total, two pairs, or not, there isn't many positions to even take.
Yeah.
In reality.
Yeah.
I just can see that when, like I've caught 3 trades on GU, that they're the periods I know that you've got to capitalize on the winners, because that flow of just playing out so well doesn't happen many times in a year. And that's another thing traders get caught up with, is they want to see the A+ setups all the time, but it doesn't come in all the time.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Very, 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 very difficult, to be fair. And I think, how did you? Because you started off as a short-term trader.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was purely down to the fact I wanted to align it with. So I was thinking about the future. What did I want to do? And I didn't want to sit in front of the charts for 4 hours in a session every single day.
Yeah.
And I also was still working. I didn't want to. I was going into work on my phone, and I'm not concentrating at work, and then you're making mistakes at work. That stresses you out even more.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Yeah, when you're especially on 5 minute and 1 minute, it's very quick to move.
There's nothing worse when you actually get into a trade on an intraday time frame and then shit happens at work.
Then you've got to accept, if I'm on the 5 minute and 1 minute, am I going to leave my job trading the 5 minute and 1 minute at work stressed out at my job? Probably not. Unlikely. And I just took a step back and just said, this is the way I'm going to have to do it. I've realised now it is less stressful, because it is a lot less stressful. Like, my trading's gone from being excited to come onto the market for a session and just going crazy on entries to just one trade a week, take the best trade in the week. Some weeks aren't going to be a winning week, but the fixation on a winning week will just make you lose even more. It's like you tie your identity to the charts and having to perform when you can't decide if you're going to win or not. The market will just do its thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you're going to convert me, mate.
To higher time frames.
Do you know why though? Because everything that you say, everything that you're saying, is just currently my situation. Because I've been doing short term trading for the last good few, well, since I've been trading, always short term, and this year has been fantastic, to be fair. But these last few months, it's just been so draining. It's so draining, and it's like you're constantly looking at the chart and you're constantly doing this. It's all right because I've got a little bit of ADD, so I don't, I can, a little bit.
Keep going.
I could just buzz in, just do loads of different things at the same time. But there's nothing worse when you've got loads of stuff that you want to be doing, but then you're focused too much on what's going on in the charts. Like, I think we get so caught up in just the charts that we're forgetting why we're actually trading. Like most of us are trading obviously because it's a bit of a way out of, it's a career, or it's so much, it's a way out of the 9 to 5. And you're not going to do that if you're just going to replace it, your 9 to 5 just with being a 9 to 5 on the charts. It's gross. It's gross. I couldn't imagine having like kids and stuff, and the kids, I got to pick him up from school and that, but then I'm trading a 1 minute, 5 minute time stuck in a trade. No, bro, it's not happening.
And it's so cool. I think many traders would benefit trading slightly higher time frame. So you've got to learn for yourself. I think the introduction of especially futures prop firms is just it's just the way it is. People are trading on the 1 minute and 2 minute, 5 minute, but I just don't think many traders are going to find success doing that. It's too emotional. You get too caught up in 3 to 5. You can't make many good decisions in a day.
Yeah, after 1 or 2, honestly, your decisions get lousy. Yeah, your decisions get lousy. So yeah, I agree with that. I've got into a short trade. The reason being, I've got into the short trade and cut it. I cut it a little bit early and put the remaining risk onto the short side. Being we've broken under, it looks like we're retesting that prior demand, or that prior level. It just looks like it's weak, and if it is going to continue, it's going to continue back down to that weekly level. So that's what we're going for, and if not, then I'll have to take 2 losses, and I'll take that on the chin like a big boy, live
in front of everyone,
in front of our thousands of traders. Oh god!
Just going back to what you're saying there is that when you make trading your number one, and people want to make it the number one priority when they're learning. You've got to put a lot of work in, don't get me wrong. If you make it your first priority in life, you just won't do well, because you have to let trading fit around your life, not make your life fit around trading. And if you lose, if you're losing sleep over the charts, and you're not going to the gym, and you're sacrificing all these things to spend 6 hours a day on the charts, then you're not gonna enjoy your trading either. You're not gonna make the most of it. So as soon as I stopped trying to put it as a first priority, I ended up just doing better, even though I was still working hard on it. Just keeping that job and the income coming in, and not trying to make it go within the next 6 months or 3 months and leave your job. You're gonna do better. You really will.
That's some big advice there, to be fair.
But it's just my view. Obviously, other people might not believe or have a different perspective on it. And I'm sure that there's some people that do, and that's what the great thing about trading is.
I've got many friends that some of them are very, very short term traders. Gary Langley, very short term trader. He's a very, very, very good trader. But he also has a long term portfolio, and he also does his long term trades as well. But he's got quite an interesting way, because he will trade very, 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 very small position size. I'm talking about like £1 a point type of stuff on Forex. Like, it's really, really, really small stuff.
So he almost enjoys the short term trading,
He
But with
doesn't
a
even
low
enjoy
risk,
it. For him, it's just a business plan. He comes into the charts, he just marks up all of his levels, and then just 15, 20 minutes just makes, 100 quid. That's it. Makes 100 quid and then leaves. Just does that every day.
fair enough.
100 quid and then leaves. Quite interesting. I love that Gary's an interesting fella. I don't know if you've ever
I don't think so.
had the chance to see his content and stuff. Awful to get people to drink though. I'll tell you what, I was like, oh Gary, I'm going on a little bit of a break from drinking. And I went and met him and he was like, no, you're not.
Oh,
I'm like,
they're the worst when you just can't say no. There's a part of you that loves
he's
it.
come all the way from Newcastle. What is he not gonna? I'm not going to sit and have a beer with him. Super choppy. It's probably going to take me out by the looks of it. The best thing is just to sit out. If this takes me out, sit out and just wait for news to come about. Let's see what pound is doing. Pound's also being. We haven't had a look at the indices, to be fair.
See if that one that you were in.
Oh, don't get me started with that. Let's have a look. I haven't even. I've turned into investor. I'm an investor in it now.
Oh yeah. What's the difference?
The difference, if I'm trading it, I'm looking to get in and out in a couple of days. But if I'm an investor, I'm holding.
No more scalping.
Nah, yeah. Well, look at the S&P 500. Nuts, man.
Still going, man.
Yeah, it's nuts. Yep. Let's have a look at some of the equities. Another 5% down. Nah. Yeah, definitely investing this, guys, to the long term. This is also a Bitcoin, a crypto provider, like a technology provider. But even that, look at that, man. Proper pump up. Would you class as that like a bit of a pump and dump?
Very quick reversal on that from the highs.
Yeah. Let's go on some of these dailies. Yeah, equities, just they're a different game. Solana back at 200. Really, really nice level.
They're all holding up. A lot of them.
Yeah, like just stuck in these ranges though. If we have a look at something like that, just deviation, and we can just play in this until it actually wants to properly break. Difficult one. Still in that trade. Later on in I don't know who's it. Let's have how many people we got in here. Oh, we got 23 people. Okay, that's nice. 13 and 10 on Twitter. So if you're on YouTube, you better be subscribed, boys.
Seriously.
Trader Lawrence, if you are not subscribed and if you haven't liked this stream, I'm going to be deeply upset, mate.
I've noticed there needs to be more likes, definitely.
Why is there not any likes?
There's 7.
There's 7 likes.
And I'm one of them.
Oh, that is appalling, boys and girls. Appalling. I'm going to have to be another one, so I'm going to go on and help you guys with the likes.
To 10.
So, we're talking about thumbnails, man. I've been playing around with them. It is annoying, isn't it, though?
It's very frustrating. There's you
do you do them on Canva or do you do them on
Canva? Yeah, Canva's good. It's not too expensive either for a month.
Oh yeah, you got the premium.
It's worth getting the premium, I think, if you're doing multiple videos a month.
Just who's this guy? Who's this? Avi. Avi, my friend. He's just joined. Need to see some good content to subscribe.
There's already good content.
Look at us. You're not gonna subscribe to talent like this. Look at you got Wilski down there. You got me here.
There's so much stuff to get from traders that have been in the industry for a long time. Between the two of us.
All the good things and all the bad things.
Yeah, just ask away if
learning.
you've got any questions.
Yeah, 100%. And it's all, you know, live trades for the good or for the bad. The thing is, what is different with YouTube content these days around trading? Because everything, like even now I'm thinking about, you know, popping some of the ideas and things that I've got, but it just seems so... The reason I say unoriginal is because it's coming out of my head, but everybody's thinking about the same thing. So they're doing the same videos anyway. So it's like...
The content on... So you've obviously got different parts of trading in YouTube. You've got... Where most people go, you've got the gurus. Do you know what I mean?
My man. Yeah.
You've got all the gurus that are just selling the dream.
Alex G.
We ain't going to compete with them. And are they really showing what it's like for most traders that are going through prop firm? No. So
no, that's not. Yeah,
we're not going for content like that. And then the content that most other traders will give out is they'll sit there in front of the camera and give, you know, like, I don't know, like certain tips, which they can provide good value, but everyone does the same stuff. So yeah, you can either do that, or what I do most of the time is sharing my journey and the achievements that I go through or the struggles I go through. I will rarely upload really ever anything I don't want to upload. I won't just do it for YouTube algorithm. I'll do it because I want to upload it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the kind of direction I'm trying to go with it. Is just the stuff that I've struggled with. I'm just basically talking to myself.
And that's, do you know what? That's the best thing.
That's what I'm doing.
You can watch your videos back.
Yeah.
And you can see yourself progress as well. And that's the best thing about it.
That's the thing that I love about the most. Is the fact that I can do that. Just look at like progression.
Exactly.
So, there you go, guys. Obviously, I don't think we're going to get anywhere on this. It's either going to take... It looks like it's going to take me out anyway, but we have pretty much come to the end of the session. We got like 10 minutes, but you know, it's not really too much going on right now. Everybody say congratulations for Avi for being a new subscriber to the channel. Make sure you check out the firm, Avi. If you're a trader, then you can get your evaluation from the Funding Rock. And that's it. Wilski, do you want to close off? Anything you got to say?
Not really. Look out for the Halloween discount of Funding Rock.
Halloween discount.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Spooky Halloween. But yeah, see you later, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. That's it, traders. So if you're ready to take your evaluation, you can go in the link in the description. You can start to